John Dee is in the middle of all this. This is Queen Elizabeth's, court wizard, her astrologer, a spy for her, a diplomat, really one of the premier occultists of that era. He's born in 1527, so about 30 years after Ficino dies, right after Agrippa dies. And then he lives till about 1608, 1609, somewhere in there. And John Dee is at one point going around Europe trying to say, look, the Hermetic teachings, that's the real stuff. Astrology works, alchemy works. We need to have a church and a government that understand that and that allow us to explore science further. We need a universal reformation. Everything needs to work better. Now, what is very interesting about this, given the timing right now, is that with AI and everything, is that at that time, there was something similar to AI in a way, which is that the ultimate surveillance state that's ever existed, as far as I know, was the Catholic Church and is the Catholic Church. But the Catholic Church, when it ran all of Europe, because in the confessional, the priests could find out anything from anyone. And all of that was ultimately reported back to the Pope if it was important enough to be. And you had to do this or you were going to hell. It was a very powerful motivation for people to avoid going to hell. And this was a stranglehold on European culture. I mean, the church could do whatever it wanted, enriched itself, took all the art that it could grab, and just, controlled everything. And even though there were monks who were copying over Aristotle and ancient wisdom, people couldn't read. You weren't even allowed to read the Bible if you could read, unless you were a priest. You weren't supposed to. I mean, people were really kind of made to be the peasants that people always kind of hold in disregard, because those who were in power didn't want them to be thinking or reading the Bible or getting ideas they shouldn't have. And these people, Ficino, Agrippa, Paracelsus, John Dee, Giordano Bruno, they are teaching that the wisdom is within you, that you don't need the Pope, you don't need priests, that is your heritage to realize who and what you are.